Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Stretch the Sketch, combined with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches and Color Craze. So I've got 3 series going on today. We are using the same sketch from 30 Days of Sketches for Stretch the Sketch, but that means I cannot use it in a 12 by 12 format because I either have to stretch it or shrink it. And then this is the palette that we are using for today's Color Craze. And that beautiful sketch is from Rebecca Lockhart. And I'm going to take it down to a 9 by 12, which means I have to do a little modification on this cut file that I have. She's got a wreath in the background there. And so I'm going to do a wreath also, just a slightly different style of wreath. But my wreath is too big because it's for a 12 by 12. So I'm going to take it down a little bit by cutting out some pieces that I don't really need. So that is my first order of business. Well, actually, my first order was to cut my paper down to 9 by 12 so that I'm not trying to figure that out, as I go. Cut the paper down, and that will give me a good visual of how big I need to make that wreath. And I am going to cut it into multiple parts. It would fit just like it is there, but it looks a little bit oval or oblong to me. Probably would have worked anyway, but I'm going to take it down even a little bit smaller. And I do end up liking the way that it turns out. So just cutting out a few of the leaves actually makes it a lot faster to back as well because you don't have as many pieces. So that is where I'm leaving it. I have 2 photos that are 3 by 4 of alternating directions. One's portrait, one's landscape, and they are of my niece and her daughter with the box of Crumbl cookies, and then the other is just the box of Crumbl cookies open. And what I'm documenting here is that I brought her these cookies for her birthday, and I just thought it would be a fun thing to notate into my album. So the papers that I am using are these. I think they're from SEI. I could not swear to that, but I'm pretty sure that's where they're from. And they're kind of like a velvet. So this is the back side that you're seeing. The front side is really soft and velvety. And it's not that kind of burgundy. It's more purple. But I really like the way that it looks. So I thought I would go ahead and use them. So one is mint and one is kind of purple. Although it does still look burgundy in that. But when you flip it over, it's definitely more to the purple. So I thought those matched my color palette quite well. The background paper is kind of that peachy pink color, more peach than pink. And then I've got the mint and the purple. The color on the far left side of the color palette is kind of a grayish color. And so when I was trying to figure out what kind of mixed media to use, I don't have anything in the right color of teal. So I pulled out my Dina Wakley Media Gloss Spray in Sterling, and then I added a little bit of vibrant turquoise dilutions to it, and it made just the perfect color. So it's kind of got some of that silver in it, which mimics the gray that's in the far left-hand side of our color palette. And then by adding the turquoise, it kind of takes it to a dusty teal color, and I really like the way that it looks. So don't be afraid to modify your mixed media if it's not working for you. You can definitely make adjustments by adding a different color, and that will solve the problem, hopefully. So there is my little wreath laid over it, and I'm liking how that's looking. I kind of wish I rotated the wreath a little bit more so more of that purple was showing, because my photos are going to cover a bit of those purple berries down in the bottom left-hand corner. But, at this point, it's done. So it's a little late now. I suppose I could have rotated the entire paper, but there is a tiny bit of text on that paper that is very, very subtle. I'm not even sure you would notice it, but it is hiding back there. And then the text would have been upside down if I rotated the entire paper. So I just left it as is, and I'm just going to go with it. So I'm liking the way that that's coming together. I didn't back my photos with anything. I didn't think they really needed it. And then I'm trying to decide if I need to have any more of these sprigs kind of like show, or if they are good, if it's good how it is. And so it ends up being good how it is. I don't add anything more. I do pull out the milled lavender distress oxide ink, and I am inking up around the outside of the entire layout just to give a little bit more of a touch of purple to this layout. And I really like that it adds kind of a darker border around that very subtle peachy paper. So there's the front side of the velvety stuff. I'm actually going to use it to die cut my title as well. So my title is going to be Crumbl Birthday Cookies. And so the Crumbl and cookies are both going to be cut out of this purple, and the word birthday will be cut out of the kind of bluish gray color. And that is also velvety. So both pieces are velvety and soft, and so I thought they'd be great to use together. The die set that I am using, I can't tell you the name of it off the top of my head, but I will put a link down below for it because I do have that. I just don't have it in front of me. And I will put links to the mixed media items that I used as well, so that you can find those easily. I don't know where the cut file came from, so I cannot give you that link. It's been in my stash for ages, and I'm not really sure where it even came from. But the links for the mixed media and the dies will be down below for you in case you're interested in any of those items. Don't forget to check out all of the people playing along with Stretch the Sketch. There will be links down below for you, as well as a link to MK's channel and the playlist for 30 days of sketches. So all of those can be found down below in case you're interested in going and checking out what everyone else is doing over on their channels. MK and I are the only ones doing Color Craze. That is kind of our little thing that we've been doing. This is our second go around at it. Oh, actually, no, it's our third go around at it, I think. Anyway, it's our own little thing. But there are a lot of people playing along with Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and quite a few people playing along with Stretch to Sketch also. So Stretch to Sketch happens the third Sunday of every month, and I do have a playlist over on my channel for all of the videos that I have done over the past 4+ years. I think we are on 4+ years for Stretch to Sketch, and so you can find videos there in case you are interested. Oftentimes I take it to a double page layout in case that is something that you are interested in, but we also have people who have gone as small as a card or a traveler's notebook. So lots of different interesting things to go and check out. I don't have everybody's links over all of the 4 years on mine, but I do have links to all of my videos. So you will see cards all the way up to double page layouts. So I'm just using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere all of these alphas down, and I find that works the best over these little tiny bits. And I also feel like it holds really well on top of mixed media, so it is my favorite liquid glue. You probably hear me say that all the time, but I can't say enough good things about it. Also, I haven't said this in a while, but mine, I rarely have a problem with it ever clogging. And I just leave it on its side and leave it open for quite some time while I'm working. If you leave it standing up, the air does go down the tube, and that is when it clogs the most. If it's on its side and the glue is kind of like up in the nozzle, then it doesn't seem to clog. So at least that's my theory on it. Now I did pull out some laid back lavender Dilutions spray. It's their shimmer mist, and I just sprinkled a little bit of that diagonally across my mixed media there. And then I have these super tiny little heart. They're not really sequins, but they are shimmery. And so I am going to scatter a few of those around. I'm not putting a whole bunch on. They're iridescent, so they kind of have that pink to the purple look to them. And I don't want them to be overpowering. I know they're tiny, but because they pick up the light, they could be a little bit overpowering if the light picks up those and your eye is drawn straight to that instead of the photos. But I thought it would be nice to have a few of them at least. I am going to do a little bit of journaling. You're not going to see that on screen. I am just going to do it down in the area where I'm working currently on the screen there. And it's just going to talk about how I picked up these cookies and brought them home for my niece for her birthday. The Crumbl cookies at the time was new to us. They they actually still don't have one in my area, but they have one near my work, and so I picked them up on my way home. So I thought that was kind of fun. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. I do respond, even though I don't respond daily. So be patient and I will respond to you. And thank you for spending time with me today. Don't forget to check out everyone else who is playing along. And I will be back again in a couple of days with another video for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I wouldn't mind a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.